I am so proud to be with Brandon Hardesty on this film, Bart Got A Room. I am the director, and I found Brandon, who's actually operating the camera right now, on YouTube. I'm a little self-conscious because the camera's like right in my face, so I feel like it's a distorted view and it's a distorted angle. And there's no way I'm as funny as Brandon, but I feel it's empowering that I can be in the position of directing Brandon. So I feel like by a degree of separation, I am sort of in the same comedy camp as Brandon Hardesty, just by association. Anyway, this is my fabulous prop master. Anything I want, anytime I want something, he just delivers
7 or 8 minutes.
There was a time where Stephen Kaplan on the set, the valves were sticking on the trumpet, and
needed valve oil.
Within minutes, he magically delivered valve oil. This is, of course, the beautiful Ashley Benson, who is the next star of the silver screen.
Okay, I'm here with Ashley Benson. She is playing Alice in the movie, and she has recently finished Bring It On 4.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that's right.
I was a cheerleader, and I'm a cheerleader in this movie too.
What do you think of the movie? Is it a good movie? I mean, is this like
It sucks. I can't believe I signed on to this. The worst movie ever.
Yeah.
Don't see it. Just kidding. It's the best movie. It's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be very funny.
Very funny. Yes.
This, of course, is Stephen Kaplan. Stephen is in the movie. Bart Got A Room. He's only, just one of the. I'd say you're a main actor in the movie. Would you say that's fair to say?
A nice role.
This is Stephen Kaplan. He's the lead in Bart Got A Room. Okay, so this is like your first movie.
Yes, this is my first feature film.
Okay. Now, what's like your background?
I come from a small town in Minsk, Russia. No, I'm just kidding. I am from White Plains, New York. I went to White Plains High School. I grew up doing mostly theater. So this is really, I've done, a little bit of commercial work, very little bit of television work, but most of the stuff I've done is theater. I was with a community theater group in White Plains for many years. I started acting when I was 7, and yeah, it's really an interesting experience to be in front of a camera.
Has it been a good experience so far? I mean, like tomorrow's your last day.
Tomorrow is day 20 of 20.
20 of 20.
It has been a long and grueling shoot, but piece of me wishes it wasn't ending. I mean, I'm having a great time, even though it's a lot of work. I forgot the question.
What?
I forgot the question.
You forgot the question? No, it's alright. You just ran with it. I forgot the question too.
Oh. We're good. We make a good team.
Alright, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. How about that? Very
How about
nice.
that? Yeah.
Very
Get that in
good.
frame?
Yes, I think.
Right.
Yes, and Stephen has some very juicy parts, juicy scenes with Brandon.
Yes.
Juicy is kind of an awkward adjective
Almost
to
as
use.
awkward as moist.
Yeah. I would say juicy because that implies there was some sort of sexual contact or something.
Well, there was. I mean, we're trying to.
Don't give away the movie.
I'm sorry, I just gave away the ending.
This is our costume. What is your official title? Key costumer. Yeah, Nicholas. Nicholas is like one of the pranksters on the set. He's like the token comedic Jamaican guy that every film set has to have.
I am not from Jamaica, let it be clear. I am from St. Thomas.
He's always playing practical jokes. He's putting, they call them C-47s. They're like clothespins in the back of my shirt. And then at the end of the show, I see all these clothespins, and it's annoying, kind of distracting. And I actually prefer that he wasn't on the set, but it's like, he does his job. See, like right now, he's about to do it. And he thinks he's funny, and it's not really funny, but I just kind of appease him and make him feel like he's contributing in some.
Oh, isn't that nice?
And this is my fabulous photographer, or director of photography, Halvard Brand. He's having a conversation with his gaffer right now, Gary Ryan, who is one of the best in the business here in the South Pole, and probably arguably in the United States.
In the world.
And Halvard comes all the way from Norway, and he's now an official member of the Cinematographers Union. I'm proud to say that we've had this relationship for 10 years. He started at the American Film Institute. You can see our film that we shot at AFI. But basically, Halvard is a genius, and together I'm sort of the neurotic Jewish filmmaker, and he's beautiful, has the European slow, moving, beautiful lighting. So together we make like Woody Allen films. because he doesn't really understand me at all, and I don't understand him. But together, it makes it interesting. It's a love affair. This is Brian Moon. Brian Moon is our first assistant director. This is going to be on YouTube. You know, Brandon has a following of 100,000 fans. So Brandon? He's the guy behind the camera.
Oh, hey, Brandon. Oh, hey, Brandon. How you doing?
Brandon.
Oh, yeah, you were...
The first assistant director sort of, runs the set. He's like my right-hand guy. He's organizing everything. And so,
you are?
The director.
All right, I remember him from... He was there. He was the guy with the face.
I don't remember Miles' last name, but he is the owner of the Baskin Robbins where we're shooting on day 19 of 20. I am physically exhausted, and when this is when tomorrow's over, I'm going to ready to go, pretty much drop and collapse. This is our script supervisor. She sort of takes notes. She did Pan's Labyrinth. Okay, now you can see this is a wonderful tie-in because on Brandon's website you can see a Pan's Labyrinth reenactment, and this is the script supervisor. The actual script supervisor of Pan's Labyrinth. So if you watch Pan's Labyrinth with when the guy sewed his lips together, she was there making sure that the continuity of the actual needle going through the lips was consistent from take to take. How cool is that? Okay.
While we're on the interview, can I stop you 1 minute and ask you a
You're going to see
question?
this in action.
This is in action.
Watch my brilliant sort of directorial response to her question.
Okay, I just need, I know I talked to some of this already, but I just need to, so that all departments are on the same page. You told me the drive-bys were when he leaves Le Table at dusk, when Ernie leaves Le Table, right?
Now, there's oftentimes the illusion that this is more important than it really needs to be. It's not really. If we don't have the exact C numbers, it's not going to really matter. But
They have to be in the right wardrobe. They do.
That is a good point. And she saved her ass yesterday when Steven was wearing a flower, a carnation, on his lapel in the limo, and it wasn't there for another shot. And because of her Pan's Labyrinth experience...
Okay, if we were doing Pan's Labyrinth, we wouldn't have had that problem because everybody wore a latex outfit, a costume that took 4 hours to put on.
I just had a few questions I was going to ask you.
Yes.
Popular on YouTube.
Yes.
The movie's called Bart Got A Room.
Right. People are asking what Bart Got A Room is. So you actually don't meet Bart until the end of the movie. Bart is a metaphor for these sort of illusory attachments we have in life. These illusory attachments to these arbitrary concepts that cause all this anxiety and stress in our lives. So Bart got a room, a hotel room after the prom, and our protagonist can't even get a date. So it's really sad and pathetic, and Bart is a bigger loser than he is. So the fact that Bart got a room is a source of great pain and anguish for him and his family. So that explains the Bart Got A Room title.
Will this film get a wide release? Like what kind of film is this? Is this like a big budget film, or is this a little?
This is like a Little Miss Sunshine, a Garden State. The company that's producing this is Plum Pictures. They have an amazing track record. They just produced 3 films that were shown at the Sundance Film Festival, so they broke this record. And this film, Grace Is Gone, actually won first prize, the Audience Award at Sundance last year. That's a John Cusack film. And so we have high hopes. Bill Macy is kind of like the indie, god. He's the indie film god, and he's never made a movie that didn't get distribution. So we have high hopes that this is going to get into thousands of theaters. The ultimate objective is to have a bidding war of studios bidding for this movie at Sundance or maybe at Tribeca, depending on which film festival we'll be able to get into. And that pretty much answers that question.
All right, awesome. I think it's basically it. I think you've covered everything.
Yes, Brandon is a genius. And I couldn't be more proud to have Brandon Hardesty on this film right here in Hollywood, Florida.
Well, thank you, Brian.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Perfect.
And I'm looking forward to Brandon imitating himself in one of the scenes in Bart Got A Room to be a part of his whole collection.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Maybe you could do, like Danny and yourself doing the same scene.
Yeah.
But at that point, you're going to be so famous that doing these reenactments is going to be beneath you. See, look at this.
Yeah.